It has been a while, and I am back. Today we're going to be going over the spring demo that comes up tomorrow, depending on when you watch this. So let's go ahead and get into it. I have pulled some documents from the PokeForce team, and I'm going to just go over those really quickly. First, we're going to look at the very last Vanity that's going to be offered. I'm very excited for it. It's the Petal Cloak, which is a beautiful cloak that leaves a trail of flowers. And it's going to be the last one available for any demos, as the PokeForce team has announced. To get it, you must travel to Ecruteak City, Violet City, and Azalea Village to preview the Gauntlet Gym Trainers. Those trainers will feature an all-new mechanic, Scaled Trainers. This means that they will be scaled by your team's average, ensuring it will be a fight to remember. This challenge will be similar to an Elite Four of the mainline games, in which there's no leaving till all trainers have been defeated, or you'll have to start over. Now, we're going to move on to terrains. This was covered in a document released by the amazing design team. They have gone over the addition of PvE terrains. This mechanic is something that can be found in the mainline games. However, the team has expanded on it significantly to increase the difficulty and provide a challenge to players. In the document, they have noted that the terrains are a 100% permanent battle effect. Each terrain has dialogue clues that will hint at what to expect from each one and can extend to certain interactions that provide more information. As long as a Pokemon can fulfill the terrain criteria, it can be subjected to their effects. Pokemon don't need to be grounded, and both sides can be affected by terrains. Terrains and weather effects may overlap, though they are two separate concepts. In some cases, weather is part of a battle's identity and therefore comes first. This is mostly seen in some gym battles. Each gym leader will have their own unique terrain-specific effects that cannot be encountered anywhere else. Gyms will offer players two difficulty options, Normal and Gauntlet. The Normal option will have a more difficult and basic terrain. However, the Gauntlet will have additional effects to increase the difficulty of battle. Terrains do not affect PvP in any way unless, in the future, custom tournaments are created with specific terrain rule sets. At this time, the team is keeping official PvP vanilla for simplicity reasons when it becomes available. It will not be available in this demo. They're also not sharing specifics with the player base about the terrains. However, they do encourage discussion regarding them in separate threads. This will be interesting to see and share with you all as the demo is released tomorrow, depending on whenever this video is out. Next, let's look at the battle engine. Huge shout out to Bin Nun, sorry if I mispronounced it again, who has been constantly working on the newest version of the battle engine. Since the summer demo, there has been some massive updates, including all new terrains, which we just talked about, status modifiers, move effects, adding more resilient code, and tons of features that weren't present last time. Much of this is still in the works and may not be featured in the demo. However, it is so exciting to see how much work Bin Nun and the team have done to improve the battle engine and game. It has been noted in the download and spring demo information forum post that some things will not be supported in the battle engine this time around. These include abilities, held items, a lot of moves that have extra effects outside of statuses. Royal Coil and Flinch will not work as expected. Using items during a battle is not available outside of using the regular Pokeball, and some animations are missing. I'm sure it's still going to be very lovely though. Moving on, we're going to look at smithing, crafting, and skills. There are two new skills featured in the demo. All the miners out there will be very happy to know that all their hard work will now pay off, or can be converted into useful bars, which can then be turned into products through crafting. The team has announced there's thousands of lines of new data for these skills, as well as tons of new content to existing skills, such as new trees to cut, forageable items to harvest, and rocks to mine. Trading has also come to PokeForce. If you happen to mine more than you need and want to swap for some Pokeyen, or maybe some wood, find a friend and trade. The new trading window allows trade of items, Pokeyen, and even Pokemon. There's a bunch of failsafes in place too. Alicia has personally announced that if you happen to break it, you will be rewarded a pot of noodles. Yummy noodles. However, I would not encourage you to try to break it. That's just rude. One of the big focuses for the team was to make sure that new and returning players understood how the game works mechanically, especially with all the new mechanics typically not found in a Pokemon game. The Indigo Training Grounds is where you'll learn the controls, how to forage, and get familiar with such skills like crafting. For all you RuneScape fans, you may find some familiarity in the tutorial, as they are said to be very similar. I'm sure Petrowski is going to breeze through it, as he is a long-time RuneScape player. Next, let's talk about the Conqueror Showdown. As some added fun, some of the community's support team have been turned into NPCs to defeat in battle. Find and defeat 5 to earn an exclusive Community Conqueror's Medal, a permanent in-game reward once the game is fully released. The NPCs will be Bimo, Orange, Diancie, Semtix, and Splash. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced anyone's names. I love you all. You're so amazing. Make sure to check out the banner found on the forums and in this video. Yeah, right there. As it gives some hints as what they may look like. You may also find one of their friends around Poke Centers to help you track your current progress. Good luck, everybody! A beautiful White Lotus form badge will be awarded to those who finish the tutorial. There will also be random, spontaneous fun during the demo. Make sure to check the Discord and in-game for specific information, but so far the team has planned hide-and-seek, trivia events, and some awesome in-game rewards. These rewards will be available for the duration of the demo, but they could really help you whenever you're trying to complete it. Either way, it's sure to be lots of fun. Now, let's look at some of the final cuts. Some things that were previously planned for the demo have been cut for various reasons, but there's a few things the team would like you to be aware of going into this demo. The clothing shop will not be featured due to a processing error with clothing definitions that the team just didn't have time to completely rewrite, which is understandable because rewriting sounds like a lot. The Move Tutor will make another appearance, allowing you to re-roll your Pokemon's moves. You'll be able to find him in Violet City. For this demo, there will not be a, quote, secret legendary quest. I'm sad, but I respect your decision. The developers and team feel they have a ton of content and want to properly enjoy it with you all, so there will not be any new content added during the demo. However, there will still be updates and fixes at approximately 11:30 p.m. PST every day if necessary. As I'm sure you're all curious about, it has been stated the shiny ratio for the demo will be 1 in 10,000, but will go to 1 in 8,000 with a shiny charm. That pretty much covers what to expect with the demo, and I should have a video out soon on how to preload everything or to load your games and get started playing. I can't wait to see you all in the demo, and thank you so much for watching. I will catch you next time.